Chapter 1. The animation adventure begins. The sun hung high in the azure sky, streaming its warm golden rays over the vibrant playground, illuminating the laughter of children with a kind of joy that seemed almost palpable. The air was rich with the scent of blooming wildflowers and the sweet aroma of freshly made cotton candy from a nearby vendor. Children darted in and out of the colourful playsets, swings creaking with high-pitched squeals, slides echoing with delighted laughter, and the sound of miniature sneakers pounding against the colourful rubber matting underfoot. It was a beautiful day, bursting with life and the spirit of adventure. Among the throngs of laughing children were Omar and Claire, each emblematic of the enchanting innocence of youth. Omar, a sprightly 3-year-old with a mop of unruly curls, was known for his super speed capabilities, racing with unrivaled enthusiasm. His bright-eyed eagerness sparkled like sun-drenched gems as he dashed toward the towering spiral slide, his laughter like music dancing through the air. "Catch me if you can, Claire," he called, delighting in the playful rivalry that had become a cherished routine between them. Claire, with striking golden locks that caught the light and bounced around her cherubic face, was perched serenely on a swing, her small hands gripping the chains tightly. An aura of magic swirled around her, a gentle energy that allowed her to conjure little illusions with a mere whisper. Today, as Omar challenged her, she waved a hand, and colourful butterflies sprang forth, dancing in the air like confetti. "You'll have to try harder than that, Omar," she replied with a giggle, allowing the magical butterflies to flutter towards him, coaxing forth more squeals of delight. For a moment, everything seemed to stand still, a painting come to life, a perfect snapshot of childhood joy. They slid down the high spiral slide together, racing to be the first one at the bottom, their laughter echoing loud enough to silence everything else. They swung higher and higher, trying to touch the sky, the world below them blurring with each upward thrust. In these moments, immersed in the innocence of the playground, they were invincible. But as the thrill of the day crescendoed, a dark shadow loomed overhead, sending a ripple of uncertainty through the crowd. The sun, so constant and warm, lost its brilliance for a heartbeat, plunging the scene into an eerie twilight. Children froze, their joyous laughter morphing into stunned silence, as if the playground had suddenly been thrust into a different realm. Omar's heart raced, but for an entirely different reason now. He looked up, his joyous exuberance flipping like a coin tossed in the air, revealing a stark dread. There, against the azure canvas of the sky, descended a colossal dragon, its massive wings folding and unfurling with a powerful pulse. Scales gleamed in hues of emerald and sapphire, shimmering in the scant sunlight that fought to regain its hold on the day. The air surged with tension, thick and expectant. "What's that?" Omar whispered, panic creeping into the core of his small stature as the beast let out a thunderous roar, the sound vibrating through his bones, his very essence. The playground trembled beneath the dragon's powerful wings, and children began to scream, scattering like leaves in a relentless wind. Claire stood frozen for a moment, wide-eyed, a storm of thoughts swirling in her mind. She looked at Omar, her best friend, her confidant, and saw the uncertainty etched across his face. It was a stark contrast to the bravery he so often exuded during their play. Here was a moment of fear, a challenging tide that sought to unravel their cherished friendship. With determination radiating from her small frame, Claire stepped closer to Omar, grabbing his hand with a firm grip, igniting a spark of courage within him. "Omar, we can't let it scare us!" Her voice was steady, and she offered him a confident smile that tried to break through the clouds of fear gathered around his heart. As they both stood together before the ominous figure above them, Omar felt the clash within him, his superhero persona, full of vivacious energy, battled against the small voice of fear echoing in his mind. His size felt insignificant in the face of the dragon, the embodiment of his deep-seated doubts. But Claire's hand in his felt warm and reassuring, her magic swirling around them both, wrapping them in a protective cocoon of friendship. "We can face it together," she encouraged. "You and me, just like always. We'll figure this out. I promise."